see.
Oh,
Okay,
broadcast
now it
live.
says you're live. Okay, so hey guys, can y'all see us? This is a brand new program we're using, and we really don't know what in the hell we're doing. So
Right.
let us know, comment if y'all can see us and if you can hear us. Okay.
Yes. What's up? It's been
How's it?
forever.
Yes, how's everybody doing?
Right. Hope everyone's having a good night.
Yeah, and see, I can't see how many people are, like on YouTube, it shows like how many people are in the comments. I mean, like how many
Right.
people are in the chat. I can't see, and it's like I don't know if these I don't know what's going on here in these comment section.
Oh no, I'm not able to look at it and watch us at the same time, which is okay. But look, now we got a new chat because it's giving me a little thing. She says, "I
You
see you
have
both."
Oh, you know what? Oh,
Hey,
okay,
Shamar.
good. Yeah, and I can see now. If you look in the top of the left hand side of the screen, it shows
Right.
how many people are in the chat.
Oh, see, I don't
So
get that
that's
option, but I'm on
that's
the phone,
cool.
so
Yeah. Well, maybe when we do it, if we do use this program again, you can use like the iPad, and maybe
yeah,
it'll
maybe.
pull up like this, and you can,
Right.
see what's going on. So, do you want to give people a few minutes to get in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. So, while we wait and for people to join, this chat is going to be on sacred space and casting a circle of protection, or what is a circle of protection, when we use it, if we
Yes.
use it all the time, blah blah blah, so on and on. Let me show you this cute little thing real quick while we're waiting for people to join.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, look at
Let me
that.
show you what you do. This is the greatest. If I don't,
Oh, cool.
isn't that cool?
That is cool.
It holds your phone. So I got it so whenever I'm recording videos, if I'm using my phone, I can prop it up, like
Right.
on my altar if I'm making recipes and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
$1.
Nice.
Yeah, girl.
My
Yes.
work has a like you know how I have the ring light tripod that's like what I've been using most of the time with my phone. Well, I
Uh
have
huh.
at work they sell for $4.99 one of those little short tripods, and the legs are like wiry and bendy, but they're like black and white. You know what I'm talking about? You've probably
Hmm.
seen them around. But $4.99, I was like, eventually I'm getting one. You know,
Yeah,
and I'll
that's
have one
cool.
that's not like big like this one. Come here, kitty.
Yeah. I know, Shamar. It is super cute, ain't it? I love it. And for $1, like, you cannot beat it. So,
Kitty.
and it's like, it's really hard plastic. So I'm hoping that, it's gonna,
It'll hold up.
yeah. So,
Kitty, kitty.
anyway, yeah. So, did
Okay.
anybody do anything for the full moon last night?
Yeah, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Let
you
us
already
know.
know I did.
Yeah, and I did too. And look, y'all, if y'all want some recipes, there's a few recipes I've put. Well, not a few. There's one. I have another one that I've got to add. I just have to edit everything together. And I'm gonna post it either tonight or tomorrow. And then I have a another like witchy DIY recipe, and then my altar tour video. What's up, Halffoot?
I
So
know.
anyway, I uploaded those today. So if you want to check that out, make sure you do so now. Don't do it right now. Wait until this chat's over, and then go
Right?
check it out. So
Cat butt.
I've been in a creating mood, like making all kind of recipes. So there's no telling how many I'm going to end up posting, as I make them. So
Really?
yeah, but this time of year I start making all kinds
Yeah.
of recipes and like restocking on things that, I'm low of. So what's up, Hazel Night Star? Welcome to the chat. Thank you
Yeah,
so
that's my
much for
girl.
joining.
What
Sorry,
up,
I didn't mean to
girl?
talk over you.
No, you're fine.
can't hardly
she made
hear.
it.
Huh?
She made it in. She figured it out. She was having issues trying to figure out the whole YouTube thing.
Do what now?
She was having issues figuring out YouTube. I have a cat butt in my face.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen the little cat jewels that you put over the cat's butthole?
Yeah, they
Have you
hang on
seen?
their tails.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My kid showed me. Oh, I think they're so freaking cute though. To go, and it goes like right over their butt. Like that is so
That's
cute.
funny. Now that thing won't go away. Ugh. Now I have that bar thing at the top again that I wanted to go away, and I figured out how to get it to go away a minute ago, but now it won't.
What is it?
Whatever. It's like it says like www.streamyard.com or whatever.
Oh, I know. And see, if I do the paid, version of this, if I end up buying it, like all of that'll go away.
Well, no,
it's
like if I click it by accident, then I'm kicking myself out of the video. Like it's my web browser.
Okay, because see, mine says powered by StreamYard, and it's like
right. And
the little logo there.
I don't care about that. I was just trying to get the.
Oh, see, I thought that's what you were talking about. Like that was in your face.
No, it's not. I don't care about that.
Oh, right on. Shamar, I'm sorry that you had a rough day yesterday.
Oh no.
It's better to do nothing though. Like if if you are really, really sick or, you're having a really rough day, I don't do anything. If it's like really too much, where it's going to throw my energy haywire or my spell might backfire or some crap like that because, I have no business messing with energy, then I don't do it.
Right. That's how I feel, and it's okay to cancel things or say no to protect your own energy. If you have too much going on or you're sick, that's totally okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, I know last week, too, we said that we were going to do a live stream, but look, I completely forgot about YouTube not doing Google Hangouts anymore, and that's how Nightshade and I do these live streams is by Google Hangouts, and I knew about it before, and then I forgot. And then when I went to post it last week that we were going to do it, that's when I remember, or that's when I noticed it was like, they didn't do it anymore. So that's why we're having to try out this one. I hope it does good. I hope that you can hear us. I hope that you can see us and all that good jazz.
Yes, hopefully it's all good. I need
so is Hazel Nightstar, is that your friend?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Girl, you might as well go ahead and get your butt up on here.
Yes. Tell her.
Like, come on now.
So Hazel Nightstar, when you were hearing last night, are you sure you're ready? That was Miss Wyld Wytch.
Yeah. That was me.
I told you she would be popping in.
I did too. And it was so good at first. I could see I was in so good. And I was watching everything. I went to you, and you turned as soon as I walked up and started talking, you turned instantly towards me. And then I walked over to your friend, and said something to her. And then my kid came in, and girl, because it was so good.
That was that was sort of in the beginning when we were sitting down when all this went on. We were sitting up on the ground. That's so funny.
Yeah, I know.
Comments now.
Yeah, she said, "Go figure." I had no idea who it was, and then Shamar put, "Loving the split screen. Can see you both at the same time." I know, it's this new program,
right? I like that too.
Oh, and then Hazel Nightstar said that her house is crazy right now.
Yeah, I know it is. She should have just snuck out and came over here.
Yep.
Then
that would have been good.
Yeah. It'd be fun.
My 2 guys are asleep, and I guess the 2 dogs are asleep too.
Oh, you don't have Tiger in there with you?
No, he was in here earlier when I was cleaning it, but he went out and he went to lay down with the hubs because he was watching TV and I guess he fell asleep. And then the kiddo was doing the same thing. He was watching TV and he fell asleep as well.
Oh, we're trying to get our little man to sleep, and the hubs is on the couch watching Chernobyl.
They
That
just can't
show
hang.
is so like flipping phenomenal. If anybody has HBO or
What
you
is
can get
it?
HBO, Chernobyl,
I
about
don't know
the
what that is.
nuclear reactor meltdown that happened in the Ukraine back in the 80s, like
Uh-huh.
right before I was born. Yeah, I'm dating myself right now, so yeah, back in '86, um, and they HBO did a reenactment of what happened,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
whole reenactment of all the events and what led to it, and how the nuclear reactor exploded and stuff, and like what
Hmm.
these people went through, and how these people got this radiation exposure and got sick and died, and it's very well done. It's so good. Like we're watching it again because we loved it that much.
I don't think I have HBO.
You can, I think you can subscribe through Prime, not to just get HBO channels, but to watch some of their content on Prime Video if you have Prime Video.
Yeah, I do have Prime and Netflix. That's why I don't like we have cable, but like
Right,
we don't have a whole bunch of stuff because we have like Roku and
right.
all these other things. But I mean, we'll watch like one show together and that's it. Like I don't watch TV that much. I don't have time. I wish I did, but I don't have time to watch TV.
Girl, you're like me with that card shuffling.
I know. I
All
just
mine are put
started
away.
working with this deck some more. Like it's really been calling out to me. So I've been any chance I get, I'm playing with them, messing with them,
Which
pushing
deck?
energy into them. Huh?
Which deck?
It's the Hedge Witch.
Ooh. The Oracle or Tarot?
Yeah, this one is the Oracle.
Oh, did you just get them?
Had them for a little while.
Well, those were one of the ones we were talking about, right? Didn't I like send you a screenshot of them and was like, "Look at these"? Weren't we talking about them a while ago?
I don't know if this was one of the ones or not. Damn it.
Yeah, it's too bright. I can't see it.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, look, is it a mushroom? It looks like a
Yeah.
mushroom.
Yeah, it is. It's a mushroom.
Okay.
It's moral.
Oh,
So
a
yeah.
morel. Okay.
They are so freaking pretty. Anyway, I need to stop because we'll end up going through this whole freaking deck.
No, you don't like mushrooms though, but I know morels are edible. But
Yeah, now
wild. But I've never
do. I can drink mushrooms like this. This tea that I'm drinking right now that I have. This has reishi mushrooms, huh?
Is that a skull?
Yeah, it's a skull.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool. But this has reishi mushrooms in it. It's so good. But this is like kind of like a detox tea. It has reishi mushrooms and burdock and dandelion and nettle and cinnamon. It's got some nettle in it. Yeah. It's got cinnamon and vanilla. Oh, and cacao.
Ooh,
And
so it's chocolatey.
yes.
Yum.
Yes, it's chocolate. It's like chocolate vanilla cinnamon.
I want
it's
some.
It's so good. I had to make some and send to you. It's so good.
I would love that if you could. That'd be cool.
And like the dandelion and the burdock, all that's roasted first.
Okay.
So it's good stuff.
I bet. I'm sitting here playing with my pestle. I'm sitting here like.
Yeah, I love that one. And then I got my
look at
like
me.
I drink so much. I'm constantly drinking. Then I got my little cup. Look, I am struggling with this camera tonight.
Me too. I'm like, oh hey, look. Oh, I gotta move it over. Hold up,
Yeah, it's like it's backwards than on Hangouts because I'm struggling.
Hangouts, it's regular. On here, it's like reversed or something.
Yeah, when I try to put it in front of the camera, it's like opposite.
Yeah, like the left hand, it's cut off. It's cut off unless I move it over. You know. But if I just put my left hand up normal, it's cut off. But if I put my right hand up, you can see it.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, that Mortal and Pestil's amazing. I name mine.
I love it. You name yours?
Every one of them's got a name, and when I name them, like I can, it's like they bring a different energy. Like they have a different energy to them. Like the ones that I use, like when I'm grinding magical ones, and then like I've got one Mortal and Pestil's that's for poisonous, more poisonous type plants,
right?
And she's like this old crone, but she's walks around with like this old gnarly looking cane, and she's always like, she has this, I don't even know, like this dress thing, but it's got pockets all over it. And so it's like full of herbs, and her name is Bethel.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got all kind of names. I got one that's like this old, I see him like as a traveler, it's crazy. I name everything. I do my Mortal and Pestils like that, and then my incense that I make, they all have stories too.
Well, that's like the Rose of Jericho. Like, I know she told me that she was a she, but I don't know what, I don't know that she has a name already. She was kind of like, what do I want you to call me?
Really? See, mine was like,
This is my name. Like,
and this is like what this is what you call me, and you don't call me nothing else. But that's all my plants have names too, and they all tell me, like my one plant in the kitchen that's real loud. Her name is Gertrude.
No, that's so cute though.
I've got they got some crazy names. They do. Fun. So anyway, you want to start talking about our topic? Yes. Oh, Shamar said, love the mug. Thank you, girl. Thank you.
Yeah, both your cups are cute. I saw Walmart has those like skull mugs with the little lid and like the straw, and they're like that. They're glass, but that rainbow, like shiny glass. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this one's like got
$3 or something.
This one has a lid, and I got it from the dollar store, but it has a lid and a straw. Oh, never mind. I was going to show you something else, but I can't show you because I can't.
Okay.
I can't. Well, because you might be getting it, as a gift,
Will you stop it? Stop it.
But I bought a whole bunch of them the other day, and they're super cute too. But I can't show you till later. So anyway,
stop it,
girl. No. So let me ask y'all, for the people that's on here watching, do y'all know how to cast like a circle of protection? And do you know what sacred space is? Are you flipping me off?
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you. I see you loud and clear. I see you. Yeah, You better be glad I love you. I might be sending you a present. Not a good present. No, I'm just playing. I am so playing.
I'm playing with the flip off,
Huh?
I'm just playing with the flip off.
Oh, I know, girl. I know. So Shamar said, which dollar store? It's this dollar store that we have here by us. I don't know if it's located anywhere else. It's called, it's either called Dollar King or King Dollar. I can never remember which way it is. It's Dollar King or King Dollar. One of those. But I know in my hometown, like where I'm from, and then the other places I've lived in the South, they did not have a dollar store like this. But that's the one I got it from. And I always get like these cool ass cups from there. Like I got this one. Whoa, there it is. I got this one for $1. I got that one.
Oh my God.
Let me, oh my God. Yes. I got this other one over here. It's like a little goblet, and it's a hand, and it's like twisted around like this, and it's holding the you know, the like goblet with the hand like that. But all those came from the dollar store. Every one of them.
What are you doing?
Padfoot, what you doing?
I know. He's just like dying to be like on camera or something.
You want to make magic with us? You can help
I
me
know,
later
right?
tonight when I make Limpy Doo. Limpy Doo. You can help us then. You can give us some
Your
of that
hair looks so
good.
cute, girl. I know you hate it, but
Huh?
I know you were saying you were hating on it, but your hair looks so cute.
Oh, girl, thank you. Look, I got so many braids in it. I got some braids over here. I got a whole bunch of braids under here. Oh, and I got this little charm.
Oh, cute.
It's like it's a dream catcher and some little feathers, and then I got a feather over here. I'm gonna do some more stuff too. I just hadn't done it yet. But yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna go back to the dreads, aren't you?
Girl, oh my gosh, I want my dreads back so much. Like I miss my dreads so much. I want them back, you know. And like my dreads have meaning to me too. Like they had so many things in them that was like connected to my practice, you know, that I had put in there. And I want them back. But my neck, I've got to figure out a way that I can do them. Maybe I might just do some here and there, like, you know, all over the place, and then maybe do some wool ones, you know, where I get wool and then make my own dreads, you know, with the wool. Oh, Hazel Night Star said, "Don't make Padfoot mad again tonight."
I know, right?
Oh, because he wanted to get out there with y'all last night.
He was pissed.
Oh, bless him.
He was like the noises he was making, and we were like sitting out there laughing.
Bless him. He said
but
he wanted to make magic too.
He did. He's funny.
Oh, thank you, Shara.
We keep getting sidetracked, girl.
I know, because we haven't talked either. Like we've both been so damn busy. We haven't been able to talk either. So Shamar said that she thinks my hair is lovely too. That she agrees with you. Thank you so much. I've got to thicken it up some more though. Like it's real thin, but my hair's so thin anyway. It's
me too.
Crazy thin, but it is a little bit thinner, you know, from me taking my dreads out. But I've got this very cool concoction that I've created that I've been working with my hair, and I can already tell a difference, and it's already grown a little bit too in length. So
nice.
Yeah, I want to test it for like 8 weeks, you know, and then see how it is and see if I want to start, you know, getting other people to test it.
Right.
Yeah. So, or if I need to do it a little bit longer. But anyway,
now, this should be something all natural, right?
Oh yeah. That's everything that I put on myself. Whether it's if I wear mascara, which I hardly ever wear any makeup at all. But yeah, like mascara, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, body wash, or soap, everything.
Make all that yourself.
Laundry detergent, everything. Yeah, I don't use any store-bought stuff. Everything I make.
That's awesome. You got to save money in the long run too.
Yeah, you really do, because it ends up costing me really about 12 to 15 cents a load to wash clothes.
So like a month, what would you say you spend then on laundry detergent that you make yourself?
A month, maybe $5.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's what it cost me, because I can make such a huge batch, you know, at the time. Like I have this jar that is about this big and it's about this big around that I fill up like once every 4 months. And it's powder laundry detergent. And then I like to switch it up though. So I like to do liquid too. So then I have like a big jug, you know, of liquid. It's about it's about 5-gallon bucket worth. And I mean, it's pennies, you know, it's so cheap. And it's the same thing with cleaner, you know, like house cleaner and everything. It ends up saving you so much money.
Right,
to
but do you
make.
think that it's a lot to like put out at first when you first make it yourself?
Yeah, when you first get started to get all the ingredients, it does, cost a bit. But once you have everything that you need, then you're good. It doesn't
Right,
cost. And the thing is, what you will spend, I mean, what you pay in the beginning, you can make that up normally by your second or third batch. I mean, you're covered everything.
right,
You've already paid for all that, and especially like if you're helping friends, like if people
mhm,
want to purchase some, you're covering everything, and it's really cheap, and it's so much better for you and your family
right,
and your pets, because you don't realize how much chemicals and just synthetic bullshit is in
right,
probably even your body wash, your shampoo,
mhm,
even like I even make our own toothpaste. Like we don't even use store-bought toothpaste,
right.
deodorant, none of that. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's so much better for you. And plus, like when you walk in my house, the difference of the energy, because I use herbs and essential oils. And,
Right,
so or, like soap. I mean, like I said, I make everything, but it's that energy. So you've got the vibrations of the plants
mhm,
and all these essential oils, and then I charge things with crystals. So and then all my water is like spring water, and it's purified. I boil it, but it's always
right.
spring water. So the vibration of this house is crazy. It's like really high.
Yeah,
It's really high because there's no chemicals. Even like I said, incense and all, like anything that I burn, there's no chemicals, none.
yeah, it's awesome.
Now I need to redo my medicine cabinet too. It's about time to switch out my old and put new in. So anyway, Gentry, get it together and quit rambling and get to the chat. So I don't know. I asked if anybody like had, or if anybody knew how to, cast a circle of protection, or if you knew how to create sacred space
Hold on,
before, like, we
hold
jump
on,
in there because if,
hold on,
okay,
hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
okay.
Or at least let me, you can probably still hear, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hold on. Let me mute it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We got an issue. Hold on.
Uh-oh. So, guys, while we wait on Nightshade, so, I said we were going to talk about a circle of protection and sacred space. And now I don't know if you combined, like if you say this, your circle of protection and your sacred space is the same thing. For me, it's different. These are two totally different things, but it's really cool, if you use it as the same thing. I know a lot of witches that do use this the same. I've read a lot of books that say their sacred space is their circle of protection. So that's cool, if it's different than mine. But I'm going to share with you, how mine are different. And I'm going to find out if Nightshade, if her spaces are different or if they're the same. I don't know. We might have talked on this before, but I'm not really sure, if we have or not. I can't remember if we've discussed it. I know we've not discussed it for this particular topic because we have both been crazy, crazy busy. So yeah, I want to find out what you guys think. And I know I keep calling it a circle of protection, but your circle of protection is so much more than just a circle of protection. It serves many different purposes, and we're going to discuss all of that just as soon as Nightshade gets back on here. So yeah, I wanted to ask y'all, too, if y'all have any like particular topics that you want Nightshade and I to go over. I know that we have like a list of things that we plan to discuss. So, because we're trying to stay in order, like if I was a brand new witch, how I would want to learn things. That's how we're trying to do it. But we still want to know if you have any topics that you would like us to talk about, so I can write that down in our handy dandy notebook. You know, I think that was off of Blue's Clues. I think I'm gonna ask my son about that and see if he remembers from when he was a kid if that was off of Blue's Clues. Anyway, so yeah, I know I want to talk about like the elements, and I want to talk. There was something else I thought about the other day. Oh yeah, Shamara. For you, it's two different things. That's really cool. I've not heard of a lot of witches, it being, you know, two totally different things. So that's really cool. I can't wait to hear how you use yours, how you define your sacred space in your circle of protection. You know, I think me and Nightshade have talked about this before, because I think hers is different as well. I think. Don't hold me to that, because I don't want to be, you know, lying to you guys. But what's Blue's Clues? So Blue's Clues was this kid show, like little kid. I think my son probably watched it when he was, I don't know, like 1, 2, you know, years old. And it was called Blue's Clues. And it was this, this crazy man. And he had like this little notebook, and he would like write down clues, and he had this little dog, and the little dog was blue. And I think her name was Blue. I don't know. I can't remember. But it was crazy. Like everything talked or something. I don't know. It was like one of those little educational shows. But yeah. What in the world? Oh, she said she had an issue. Yeah. So I made some destruction oil. I was about out of it. I made some and charged that up last night under the new moon. Do y'all know how to make destruction oil? Do you have a recipe for destruction oil? I think it's really pretty. Like in the bottle, it's pretty, but it is exactly what it says it is. It's for destruction. But I did that for the full moon, and then I made some Goddess Sacred Water. What's up, homie?
I'm back.
All right. Did you get your issues situated?
No. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I don't know. We have no water pressure, so I don't know if it's something's going on, because we heard a lot of sirens and stuff like a little bit ago. So I don't know if it's from like the fire department doing what they need to do with whatever, you know, fire call was happening. But
yeah. Well, goodness gracious.
I know, and I was just like, well, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah. Yes, Shamar. My kid is not but 11, so yeah, that was after your baby's time. We were talking about Blue's Clues, because I was saying if anybody had a topic that they wanted us to discuss, even though, you know, we're doing an order of topics, we still want, you know, ideas to talk about, you know, in between and stuff. And I said, we'll put them in I was going to say notebook. And whenever I started to say notebook, you know, when on Steve says handy dandy notebook. Anyway, it popped in my mind. So I said it. And Shamara was like, what's Blue's Clues?
We just got a letter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So does Gage watch that now?
No, because it's not on. They don't show reruns, but they're remaking the show and redoing it, and they're actually going to release that soon. like a new
Really?
show. Mm-hmm.
I remember when my little man watched it when he was, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, something like that.
Yeah.
It used to wear me out. It would wear me out. But yeah, that Steve was a weird character.
He was weird. Definitely
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. He was
Like,
real weird.
for
Okay,
sure.
so I asked them if Circle of Protection and Sacred Space was the same thing for them. Like, I know there are some witches that I know that it's the same exact thing. And even in some books, they talk about like their Circle of Protection is their sacred space. And I was saying, like, for me, it's two totally different things. And I said, I couldn't remember for you if it was two different things, but then I think we have talked about it before. And you said it was two different things, but I can't remember. Yeah, okay. And then Shamara said for her, it was two different things as well. So that's cool. That it's different things because, yeah, a lot of the books that I've read, it's the same thing. Their circle is their sacred space. But that's not how it is.
The circle is considered sacred space, but
Right.
in the context of sacred space versus circle, sacred space is just like your temple space, your altar, your witchy room, your whatever, where you have your altar, where you practice your magic. That is sacred space.
Right, exactly.
That's where you would cast your circle. And then to cast your circle somewhere, you need to make it sacred space, is my belief.
Yeah, like for me, I cast my circle in my sacred space,
Yes.
So like I feel like I don't have to cast my circle all the time because when I do my workings, whether I'm inside or outside, it's going to be in my sacred space because like inside my witchy room is my sacred space. And I have a full blown out ritual that I do that makes it my sacred space too. Like I have, besides just my altar and stuff in here, like I have objects and items that are sacred to me, that I hold dear, that makes it my space, my sacred space. And then, like I said, I do this whole ritual thing for, this sacred space. But then I have a place out in nature. That's my sacred spot, in nature. That's right by my house that I can go to and, do workings or hold ritual. And then for me, I also have a sacred space on the astral plane, because I've got to have, for me, I've got to have a sacred space on the astral plane that's connected to my sacred spaces here on this plane, because I've got to be able, to go to and fro and end up. For me, I like to, whenever I'm going to the astral plane, I like to end up in the same spot before I go venture, depending on what level I want to go to. I still want to go to my house, on the astral plane. I want to go there first, go into my sacred space, and then I can, do whatever it is I want to do first before I venture out into wherever it is that I'm going, on the astral plane, whatever level that may be. So, and then too, like for me, my sacred space, because I do head ride and I do astral work. So I've got to be in, I've got to feel safe to a point where, I don't need to cast a circle, but I need to be safe to where when I leave my body, nothing's going to be able to enter my body. I need a place that I'm good, no matter what, like I'm good. And for me, that's my sacred space, like I know that I'm safe 100%. I know I'm protected. It's like you said, your altar's there. It's where you do your workings. It's where you hold ritual, where you meditate. And it's where I communicate with like my guides. I know that I can go to any one of my sacred spaces and my guides, will come there with just, me whispering their name or my spirit animals, and it's a place that I feel like, I can communicate with other, some beings that I work with, but not all. But now in my circle, if I'm, depending on what type of fae it is that I'm working with, then I do a circle. Because for me, some that I work with, it's just not smart to not have a circle, or if you're going to invoke deity, then you want to do that in a circle, or if you're going to, if there's certain spirits that you want to ask help from, that you want to call forth, then I would do that in, a circle, depending on what ones. And then, but like for me, if I'm going to do some big ritual, like some elaborate, ritual, then I normally do a circle. Or if I need to raise a whole bunch of energy for a particular working, then I will cast a circle. But most of the time, I don't cast a circle. Like if I'm doing candle magic, then I don't.
Jar spells, depending
on like any kind of sympathetic magic, or like I don't cast a circle. Or even too, like if I'm doing, because I do, like whenever I cook, same as you, like we put herbs in our food and stuff, so we're
intentions.
The whole time. Well, I don't cast a circle when I'm doing that. Like, who has time for that?
No, me neither.
But it's mainly like for really big stuff, or like I said, whenever I'm calling on someone to help me, or I want someone to be a part of the working, and you can also, like, if you want to work with elemental beings, like you can do your circle and call them. Or if you want to work with guardians, or some people call them the watchers, some people call them the watchtowers, then this is the time, for you to call them to your circle. And then whoever else you want to work with, I know one witch, I know she works with dragons. Then there's this other witch I know, she works with aliens, so this is, so this is perfect for, to have a circle, to be able to call forth with whoever it is, that whatever being it is that, you want to work with.
Well, that's like me. Like if I'm doing something big ritual, big spell work, I'm casting a circle and I'm calling the watchtowers. You know what I mean? Like if it's big working, but if it's like little simple spell work, candle magic, a simple jar spell, or return to sender type of stuff. Depending on the severity of that, I would cast a circle. But basic return to sender shit, like I'm just gonna do it.
Like, and depending on, like you were saying, depending on what it is, like tonight I have to do a working when we get off, what we talked about earlier. But the working that I'm gonna do tonight, I won't do it in my house. I will do it outside, and I will cast a circle outside, but I'll do it in my yard. And if it was just me that lived here by myself, then that would be different. I wouldn't have an issue with it. But I've got an 11-year-old child, and I've got a husband as well, that we have to make sure that they are good, and protected. And like my husband, he's like, I don't even want, because he, like he's been pulled from the bed, and he was like, like it freaks him out. And so I'm like, I go outside.
Freak me out too. Like don't be yanking me out of bed. Get the freak out of here.
That's so that cracks me up. But yeah, he so I go outside, but I will cast a circle.
Tamara wants you to cover hedge riding.
Okay, yeah, we will. Once we get,
that's your topic, girl. That's your like expertise,
Well, I might do hedge riding then, just like because I've got a lot to talk about hedge riding. Just
Yeah.
like what hedge writing is. I mean, just a hedge witch in general, just hedge witchery. So I might just
Right.
do like a little series on my, on my channel for that. And then, I don't know. Anyway, we'll put it somewhere. It'll be added somewhere or another, one of these places.
I feel like
But
there's not a ton to really say. I'm sorry to cut you off. Like, I feel like
no,
there's
no,
not
no,
really
you're fine.
a ton of stuff to say about like a circle or sacred space, because it might be different to some of our viewers where they could think it's one and the same, or they use that in their practice as one and the same, or they may feel that they need to always have a circle cast every time they're doing any kind of
Mm-hmm.
workings. And like I was like that in the beginning where I always cast a circle, but now I'm just like, if I feel like I need it, I'm doing it. If you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
it, then you do it. If you're not feeling it, then you don't have to. You just be
When I
aware.
first started, it was the
Be
same thing
aware of what
too.
you're doing.
I know some people when they meditate, I mean, they're not witches by any means, but they do meditate, on a daily. And when they
Right.
meditate, they cast a circle when they meditate. But
Okay.
like we've been talking about casting a circle before. If you've never cast a circle, if with the first time you do, or when you really can feel like you can feel the energy shift. You can feel, I mean, it
Yeah.
is so different. The sound might completely change. It might feel cool, it might feel warmer, but you can
Yeah.
you can feel like the static, it almost feels like a static is in the air, like you can feel the energy waves.
Yeah.
And then if you've been doing it a while and you're seeing energy, then you will see the energy threads from your circle, and like the threads in the air, just
Yeah.
they're weaving and moving, and you can see it just spinning and turning. It's the most amazing thing, and it's so peaceful, and like, I don't know, it's like a completely different shift of energy, and even a mindset, like it just completely changes. I know I keep like moving, like it just changes, but that's how I feel. Like it just comes over. You see, I'm doing it again. It just comes over, and it's really cool. Like if you've never experienced casting a circle, you might want to, just check it out. Even if it's not something that you do, just see what you feel. But I'm like you.
Circle.
Yeah,
cast the circle, scope it out, then take the circle, release it, and then maybe cast it again, feel it out, play around. Always release it though. Don't ever leave a circle just hanging open.
That's right. Yeah. And also too, like whenever I create my sacred space, and whenever I cast a circle, you always want to physically clean your space first, wherever you're going to do it.
Yes.
Whether if you have hardwood floors or carpet, then you want to sweep and mop or vacuum, wipe down the walls, and you can use salt water, rosemary, hyssop, any of those, cedar wood, patchouli, nettle, like you can make you a blend, and wipe everything down. And then you need to spiritually and magically then cleanse it, and set your intentions for it. And like you can use anything to cast your circle. Like if you've never cast a circle before, if you're new to the craft, which I know there's one lovely lady in here that's new to the craft, so you can use anything. This was perfect for her to be in this chat though. This is
I'm
perfect
glad
one.
she's watching.
Yeah, me too. So you can use anything. Like I like to use black river stones or river rocks for my circle. Pretty. And then I do candles as well. And a lot of times I'll do like a flat crystal at the 4 quarters. And I'll do like a flat crystal, and then I put a tea light candle on top of it, at the 4 points. To represent the elements. And then I normally pick a crystal that represents that element, that's associated with that elemental energy. So yeah, you can use anything. You can use salt, string, herbs, sand, rope.
Well, that too, and like using, whether you use a wand or an athame, and I didn't think about this last night either, like You don't have to have some fancy ritual knife. You can grab a kitchen knife, a small one. It could
You
be
can
whatever.
even use your finger.
Right, you could use your finger. You could use a stick that you found that you just had to take home with you, and that could be your
Mm-hmm.
wands. You could which I read today, you could use a cinnamon stick. You could grab a stick of Palo Santo and use that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you can rosemary, because
mm-hmm.
rosemary is so protective anyway. You can get, a whole piece of rosemary and use it. You can anything, anything that you want. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to have anything but your finger. And too, like if you want to, I know a lot of people like to have sound or like singing bowls. They like to clean their space with, some kind of sound. If you don't, or a bell, or chimes, or if you don't have
Yeah.
anything, clap. Your hands work just as well as
Yep.
anything else. So yeah, it's really up to you. You need to make your
Right.
practice your own.
Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you feel called to use. If
Yeah.
you feel called to use to cast a circle and call the watchtowers, then do it. If you feel called
Mm-hmm.
to not use a circle, like you don't have to, then don't do it. Again, just beware, but
Yeah. And I will say too, like if you want to work with Faye, like I love working with Faye. And they're really amazing to work with. And if you want to work with Faye, that's really cool. I would suggest like do a little study, up first to see which Faye
right.
you need to work with. But until you know this, like you work with this Faye time and time again, then I would suggest keeping them outside of your circle. Instead of bringing them
Right.
in the circle, you can always keep them outside around the boundary of your circle. You can keep them there and they can lend you energy or whatever it is that you're needing to complete your spell or your ritual,
Right.
and they will do that. That's just give them an offering, and they are more than happy to help you out. But I would recommend, keeping them outside of the circle, like just around the
Yeah, they'll be
edge.
messing with all the altar stuff and just
Yeah, and I mean there's some that are really, really, really dangerous, there's some that
yeah.
are very, very dangerous. So I would suggest doing just a little work, but it's amazing to work with Faye. Like I'm not trying to, tell you not to, like they're amazing to work with.
Yeah, I've never worked with them.
Yeah, and working with other elemental being, elementals, it's really cool to work with those as well. For sure.
I don't even know what else to say. Like I'm out of everything. I pretty much talked about everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, does any I mean do let me see if I have any other notes.
I didn't even take notes. I'm flying by the seat of my pants tonight.
Well, this was in my notes that go in like my book where I write everything down that I keep for I'm gonna pass on to my kid. It's like
Yeah.
I have them separate. So these are if I didn't know anything, what I would have to know, because I want him to be able to have something to refer to and then pass that on, and on and on. Like if I wasn't there, some
Right.
kind of guide that he can use to guide him. So I got it out of there. But yeah, let's see. I have just about cleaning, how to cleanse your circle and like seal your circle up, which if y'all done so, then all about this. And like I always define my boundaries, for my circle. And I always like I call the four corners normally, and I have like a little a little spell that I say for it. And then
Right.
just take in items that are sacred to you. Take in whatever you need for your spell that you're doing or for your ritual. Set up your altar inside your circle and take
It can
whatever
be
it
a
is
lot of shit too.
yeah, just take whatever it is that you want, and you want to make sure your circle is big enough that you're going to be able to walk around in it. Girl, I remember the first time I cast a circle. Girl, it was a hot mess.
Turning around.
Yeah,
You
I
can
was
press
stepping on
the energy
shit. Yeah, I
button.
was burning my foot. It was so bad because I had such a little space, and I'm
I've
like
done that.
trying to turn around in this little bitty spot. It was so bad. I don't even
You
know
know
what
what
I
else
was
is
thinking.
wild about circles when you're in them and the energy's been building in it and you're standing in it? It's so weird because if you go like this at like table level, you reach down to where your feet are, you can feel the different levels of the energy, but then you stick your hands up and it's like putting your hands up to the ceiling in a hot room where you
Yeah,
feel
it's
the
like that cone of
fumes.
power. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like that point
Yep.
because, and that's the thing about a circle. How I was saying, like protect. It's not just for protection. This circle
Right.
is going to allow you to build your energy and keep building and building and building
Right.
and building until you're ready to release that energy out into the universe. And sometimes when you release that energy, like you can have light bulbs to blow. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of energy that you're releasing at one time. And
Right.
there's all kinds of stuff that's really cool that I think about a circle. I just don't feel like you have to have it all the time
Every
if you
time.
don't want if you don't want to do
Right.
that. um Oh, Shamar says sounds like her first experience with the circle.
Hazel
And
Nightstar said it's a completely different feeling too, like
yep.
in a circle. Yeah, and
Yeah.
as soon
Oh,
as you
yes. So
release
she
it,
got to experience that
yep.
last night. It's an amazing feeling, isn't it, Hazel?
Yeah, it's
It
awesome.
really, yeah, it really is. And then you can take items in to represent like the elements.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just depending on what you want to use. I normally use things that I relate to the element, but I also do like a plant,
Ooh,
and I use different parts of the plant. Like
yeah,
roots represent the earth element. So I'll put like some kind of root that I use like in a little dish, and so forth and so
right.
on. And then I'll do like colors, that represent those elements as well. And if y'all don't know about the elements, I guess we could talk on the elements one
Yeah,
chat, and go
that would
over
be a
like
quick.
the signs, colors, all of that
Yeah, that would be like a quick little video too, because there's really not much to tell about like the colors and you know what I mean?
on the elements. Yeah.
Yeah,
Except
we could
like,
add some other stuff to that
yeah, we
if
could
we
add
want.
like the planets, that are associated with it, like the astrological sign,
Yeah,
the magic properties like of each, element, a color, day of the week, something like
sit
that
here
we could
like
do. Our season, we could add that as well. But yeah, that's really, I mean, it's really simple to create, your sacred space and to cast a circle. It's really just listening to your intuition and choosing what you are guided to use and
right.
do. There's no wrong way to do it. Now I made up a um like a chant that I use whenever I cast my circle and whenever I do my ritual for my sacred space. And like whenever I walk around my circle, I start in the east because
Mhm.
that's the element of air, and that's my element. And to me, it just seems right to start in the east because
Yeah,
that's dawn. That's when the the
right.
sun rises. In the east. So that's just right for me. And I walk, 3 times around, and I have a chant, that I say. And it's up to you how you want to do it. If you want to chant, if you want to dance as you walk around, like
Right.
however you want to do it, for sure.
In the past, I've gotten together with a friend like years and years and years ago, and once in a this is I mean, I was into it, but she was into like dabbling within witchcraft. So, but at one point we had like built a fire and like we were dancing and stomping around it, almost like the Native Americans would do when they would
Mm-hmm.
do like their little powwows and all that kind of stuff. And like that was how we raised our circle. And then we had some chanting that we were doing, looking into the fire, and it opened up like the third eye was like wide open. That was probably the most open I've ever remember my third eye ever being. without any kind of cards or pendulum or anything. Like, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just,
Yeah,
it was wild. And now
dancing
my
is
phone's dying.
dancing is crazy powerful. Like I use my rattle and my drum, and I always like if I'm that's how I raise one of the ways I raise energy because I love to dance anyway. And so for me when I'm dancing, like I can feel the energy when it's coming out of my hands, my feet, you know, when I'm spinning, like it's just going. And even like my heart will start to sync up with the beat of the drum, and it's like they're beating at the same time, and you can just I can feel the energy just flood out each time just in waves.
Yeah.
So
that's an awesome feeling. Like I'll stand there and sway. There was times last night during ritual where I was just standing there like this. Like,
yes.
you know what I mean? Because you're just I get it.
Yeah, it's
it's
amazing. I can't wait to Huh?
I said we could go on and on.
I know. I can't wait till I can come up there with you guys, and oh my gosh, let's do it together instead of me just head riding over to your house.
I know. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, that will be cool. I mean, even though it's still fun, you know, like meeting you, head riding and meeting you that way, but I want to be there in person.
Right, it's better in person.
Yeah, like in first person.
Right.
Not in astral person.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait. That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut this off either, but I'm like, it's been an hour, girl. I gotta get off.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's fine, girl. That's fine.
Anybody have any questions? I guess. Do we want to see if anyone has any specific questions?
Listen, Shamar said, "I love the energy of Native American dancing." Me too, girl. Me too.
Me three. This crystal I can't stop playing with. I keep turning it in my fingers. I don't know if
my spirit guy said him too. Him too.
Oh, I know he does. Him and his conceited, sexy self. Look at this crystal, dude.
Oh, yo, the energy off that crystal is strong.
I found this on the beach, and it's huge. Like, and it's not fully clear, but it's quartz, you know?
Yeah, well, I can see the energy all around. Like, it's auric body. You can see the energy all around it. It's strong. It's shooting up.
I love it. I keep playing. I can't stop messing with it.
Yeah, that's cool. I've been messing with a couple of these two today. I started doing some readings last night. Like I was so drawn to do several like long ones with different decks, and man, these crystals that I used, and everything's been like spot on. These just I don't know, like this combination with the cards, I don't know. I was telling Jed, I said, I feel like I'm leveling up. I said, I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know how else to say it, except I feel like I'm leveling up. Like you go through these, you know, spiritual involvements or whatever. I said, I call it like leveling up because that's what I feel like. And I feel like I'm going through one right now. And
same.
It's crazy.
Same here.
Yeah, you too, with all your stuff that you've been going on and the teaching, you know, all that's amazing.
I'm excited. I'm happy.
Me too. I am too. Like, I feel so good. And I told you, I said, I feel so powerful, and not like, you know, oh my God, I'm so powerful. Not like that, but like I'm so powerful in myself, like in who I am, in my magic, in my healing, you know, like I'm so confident and at ease. Hey, buddy. And at ease and like at peace with myself. And, you know, like I'm so confident in me, you know, and like my practice.
Yes. What I feel like too is like all of that, but I also feel like I'm stepping more fully into my potential, you know?
Yeah, and like accepting what, like your true calling, what you're supposed to do, what you were put on this earth to do in this body, this time. like you have stepped into that and like accepted that role. Like, yes, I know this is my calling. I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I fully embrace it and accept it now. You know, it's like you take the shackles off. It's like there's no holding me back. I fully accept it. See, that's how I feel too. And it's like it feels like my psychic abilities, like they're strengthening. Like there's new ones that have not been as strong, that are now like strong too. It's crazy. Like my third eye, it seems like it's even opening. I mean, like I won't say opening more because it's open, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's strengthening or something. Like everything feels like
or the picture is sharpening in a sense and getting more detailed.
Yeah, like I think of, okay, like before maybe it was I would just say like a mouse eyes view. You know, I could see everything around that's in front of me. As far as I could see around, I could see it. You know, I was doing it. But now it's more like an eagle's eye view where I'm looking down and I can see everything, you know, like at an expanse. That's how I feel. You know, before it was like just what was in front of me, or you know what I'm saying? Like it was it was at a smaller scale, and now it's just like it's way bigger. And I love it. Like I feel
awesome
good.
Feeling.
Huh?
Same. It's an awesome feeling.
Yeah, it really is. And I hope that I can go in the woods tomorrow night. Like I hope that I can go sleep in the woods tomorrow night. Like in the woods. It's where I did a video, but I think I deleted it on accident. I'll have to check and see if I still have it, because it throws me off when it puts it in like iCloud, but it's like storage, but it just rotates, like it has to download back to your phone or something. Well, that threw me off. And so I think I deleted the original one that I had. But anyway, it's a wood ape. There's this place in Texas. Yeah, it's this forest. And like people come from all over to look for this wood ape. And like there's even a reservation like spot for it where these people, like this group, like protect this area for the wood ape and stuff.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's in the Houston, I don't know, some kind of Houston forest. I don't remember what it is. I forgot what all it's called, but yeah, it's like it's huge. It's so many miles. But anyway, it's straight up woods too, like my kind of jam. So we went and we did about 5 miles, I guess, hiking. And it was just so hot. It was like 98 degrees when we did it. And so we were dying.
I bet.
Yeah, but I want to go and us camp. So I hope that we can. I don't know if we're going to or not. But that would be nice. I guess it would depend on the weather. But I want to go camp out in the woods, and I want to see if I can see this thing. Yeah, but you know what? If I see it, I don't think I could post it. You know, like if you was to see like something, like I don't think, because then people are gonna try to hurt it and hunt it and like put it on display, and I'm not down with that.
Turn it into a science experiment.
Yeah, I try to help it. You know, like what's up, homie? I'll be your sister. You know, like where you teach me, I teach you. Like, come on, let's hang out. Shit. We'll be good friends. Yeah.
That's funny.
We can like kumbaya at the fire and stuff.
Right. Girl, I gotta get off of here, love. I'm tired.
All right, girl. All right.
I don't think anyone in the comments really has any questions. So.
No, I don't think so either. Let's see. Shamar said she has a Native American CD that she plays all the time and has her own powwow dance all by myself. Girl, I dance all by myself too, all the time. That's awesome.
Me too. It's fun. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It is like medicine for the soul.
Did we get another new comment? I have like a red dot at the bottom.
Oh, Shamar said, I'm with you, girl. I wouldn't post it either. Yeah, I wouldn't. Like, I care about I care about stuff like that. I don't want anything
Yeah.
destroyed, you know. And I know there is all kinds of stuff out there. There's all kinds of stuff. And if I ever was to, you know, stumble upon something, like, I'm not about to share that, because I think it's fucked up what people do when they don't understand it. Destroy it, you know, or if see how they can make money off of it, or, you know,
Right.
see what it's going to do for them, how they're going to benefit from it. And I'm not about that. But anyway, we're going to hop off of here before Nightshade's phone dies and before she falls asleep, because she's tired. And I got to go get on this working.
Yes.
So I guess we will talk to you guys maybe next week, or who knows, maybe next week or the next.
Right.
Hold on. Hazel said you can't post things that should be hidden. That's right, girl. That's right. That's right.
Very true.
Yep. All right. We'll talk to y'all maybe next week or the next. Until next time,
Right.
fly high, witches. Peace, homies.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.